Hey, it's Jay and Jen with the
Brutu.
Brutu.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where are we?
We are on another coffee adventure in downtown Santa Ana. We are at HiddenHouse Roasters.
HiddenHouse Coffee Roasters. They have two locations, one down in San Juan Capistrano, one here. Why are we here?
We are here because they roast their own coffee, and we really like the story of the owner. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Will HiddenHouse Coffee Roasters be a hidden gem?
We shall see.
All right, we're going inside. HiddenHouse Coffee Roasters. Whoa.
Okay, yeah, I want to do the Americano, actually. Yeah. Sorry.
You want like room in the Americano for milk?
Yes, please. That would be great.
We just got served our coffee from El Salvador, roasted here, right in this facility.
Right, there's lots of beans in this building.
Stacked up with beans.
Everywhere.
We've got a whole science lab back there with the roaster and everything. It's beautiful.
And they
absolutely
do their
beautiful.
own baked goods here too, which is...
They have a bakery right here in the back.
And I just tried the banana bread and it was amazing and delicious, but let's talk about the coffee.
Let's talk coffee. Let's have a sip. El Salvador. Okay. I'm going to start with the aroma.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's
bold.
Yeah, it's got a
Strong.
good bold. I'm not smelling anything fruity.
It's got a strong nose to it. I like that.
I'm not detecting a fruitiness. I'm detecting slight hints of chocolate, and almost like a little nuttiness also.
Yeah, I almost detect a tad spiciness of cinnamony kind of a...
Okay.
Are you getting that?
I'm definitely getting the chocolate, a little sliver of nuttiness, and yeah, I guess maybe a little bit of cinnamon. So that's our first impression.
First impression. All right.
As we know, as we drink the coffee,
As it cools, it's going to have a different character.
yeah, and I'm like huge on consistency, as we know. So I always talk about the consistency and the flavor and how things can change as we continue to drink and as the coffee cools. So I'll be curious to see how this one holds up. And I'm not tasting any funky aftertaste or that fruity finish that we
There's no
sometimes
funny
get.
aftertaste that we're getting. Because sometimes you'll have a coffee, and if it does have that sour bite, there's an aftertaste that just like lingers, and it's difficult to...
Yeah, it's difficult to...
You're trying to follow it with the next sip
Yeah.
to kind of avoid that aftertaste, and there's no aftertaste.
Okay, so this is the El Salvador.
Tell me a little about
Oh,
it.
interesting.
What are the notes?
Very interesting. So black cherry,
Uh-huh.
sweet plum, and dark chocolate. Another interesting aspect of the coffee, as I was reading the label, is that it's honey processed. Honey processing is just a way of processing and how the beans are left to dry. So they leave more of the natural pulp on the bean when the drying process, so that you have more complexity and more flavor from the pulp being left on as it goes through the drying process.
Let's give you a little backstory about HiddenHouse Coffee Roasters. Started by a former Marine.
Yes.
He was deployed in Iraq and Afghanistan. He knew at a young age that he wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Honestly, I really liked his story, and
Very compelling. The baked goods, we're noshing here and having an amazing time with these.
yeah, the baked goods are delicious. They do all their own baking here, and very generous portions, I might say.
So when we're talking about coffee and pastries, their sense of community, they do this random act of kindness where they want to give back to the community. So they have something called On the House. So for 2 hours, who knows when they're going to do it?
Yeah, you don't know when they're going to do it, but
They're going to just give away free coffee and pastries.
Yeah, which
it's
is
a lovely
really cool.
thing to do. One thing we haven't talked about, and it's a big thing for us, is acidity in coffee.
yes.
What'd you think?
For me, I did not sense any acidic levels of the coffee.
Nor did I. Very smooth, nice flavor. It hits the tongue well, the palate. It's a very pleasing coffee.
Yeah.
Start to finish.
Yeah.
I could go for another cup, and that says a lot.
I know. So I'm finally down to my last sip. There's like nothing left. Actually, a little tiny sip.
I need more.
But in terms of rating, again, I think from start to finish, this was a very pleasant experience. The bodiness, the aromas, the pairing with the food, as well as the acidic levels all around, a very solid 9 to drink. And aftertaste also, meeting the 3 C's, perfect.
I agree. I'll live longer that way. Hidden House Coffee Roasters here in Old Town Santa Ana. I enjoyed it. Great experience.
Yes, definitely a great experience. Enjoyed the ambience, the atmosphere, the community, the honey processing from start to finish. It was a great experience all around. And we'll see what our next adventure brings us.
I hope you like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications because we are
The Brew
Brew 2.
Two.